All right.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with an opening statement from Tanisha Wright, and we'll move on to questions. T.
Great opportunity for us to get out and play against some other people instead of ourselves and our practice guys. I thought it was a good effort. We got a lot of people in, saw a lot of people be able to get some time out there. So, we got to go back to the drawing board and fix some things and work on some things. But it was a good opportunity for us to see the things and areas where we need to get better.
All right, first question is going to come from Gabrielle Lewis. Go ahead, Gabrielle.
Coach, can you be a little more specific and talk about, where are the things that are obvious that need to get better?
I think defensively, we definitely have to get better. In terms of our help side wasn't very good. Keeping the ball in front of us, we didn't do a great job of defending and keeping guards in front of us and then rotating. So I think that's one area. We try to treat this really as a practice, just an opportunity for us to work on some things that we've worked on in practice. So it wasn't really scout heavy or based, but regardless of that, there are things that we have been working on that we just weren't up to par on today. I think offensively our pace was not very good. It's not nearly where it needs to be in order for us to play at the level that we want to be able to play at offensively. And just standing around a lot on the offensive end, a lot of that has to do with getting people acclimated with the style. So those are some areas.
Yeah. And then, Haley leads the team in assists, Leah in rebounds, LA seemed to have a great game.
Yeah.
Can you discuss the rookies tonight and just, what their production means for the team?
Yeah, I thought the rookies looked good. I thought LA did a really good job of LA and Leah both of really displaying like a good toughness, you know what I mean? Playing hard, looking for opportunities that made sense for them. I think we know that, with the ball, Haley's really good with the ball in her hands and able to make those type of plays. I think her pace needs to increase for us, but she's somebody who's like deliberate and she surveys and stuff like that. But I think she can pick up her pace a little bit and still be able to do those things as well. But I was pleased with our rookies.
All right, Joshua Welch, go ahead.
Hi, Joshua from the Atlanta Dreaming Pod. What are your thoughts on just like of like the position battle at the 4? Like it feels like we have a lot of competition this season with Nia Coffey, who got all the starts last season. We got a me here that just got drafted, Monique Billings.
Yeah.
How do you assess that, and how do you assess our front court depth going into this season?
I mean, I think we have great depth, but I think we have it in pretty much all areas, to be honest with you, of our roster. So, it's always a good problem to have if that's how you see it. But that's what training camp is for. That's what practices are for, to show who's going to stand out the most and who's going to earn those minutes. I think, I think in general, when you have rookies coming in, like they are rookies, so it takes them time to adjust and to get used to things and learn the style of play. So although, like I said, I think LA did a really good job for us, but she's still learning and has some time to learn. So, that's what practices are for.
Thank you.
Gabrielle Lewis, back to you.
Coach, you talked a little bit about effort, but you always talk about the hardest working, toughest team. Where can you assess the work ethic and the toughness tonight?
I think it was fine. I think we have areas where we still need to grow and still are learning one another. Like I said, we got a new group here. But I thought we had spurts of it. Again, I'm going to say this. I think for us, we tried to approach this more as a practice, to focus on areas that we wanted to see ourselves grow in and areas that we wanted to work on so that we can get it on film and go back to the drawing board. So overall, I'm okay and happy with where we are sitting. Like we've had training camp for however many days. We got 10 more days before the start of the first game. And so we have however many more practices, and we'll get better. And we'll continue to work on those. But I think the mindset of my team is still the right mindset, that we're going to be the hardest working, toughest team. I don't think that's changed.
And Gabrielle, last question. Go ahead.
just last, I know that last year the Mystics gave you all some trouble over those 4 games.
Some trouble. I mean, they beat us every game.
Yeah. Any differences you see tonight from the mindset going into this game against the Mystics, just knowing that history?
No, it's a preseason game. It's a preseason game. And like I said, we treated it as an opportunity for us to go against a team that's not ourselves, and to work on things that we've tried to implement into camp, and to see what they look like. So no, I don't think it was a thought for this particular day. I know it wasn't a thought. It wasn't anything that we stressed, in our pregame or anything like that. When the regular season comes, though, that'll change. It'll be a good reminder for us that that's a hump that we need to get over, because that team is really good. They have really good players. They play well together. A bunch of them have been together for a while. There's no drop off, because Eric has been with them for a while as well. So they're familiar with him. They know him. He knows them, and they're familiar with one another. And they're just a really good team. They're well coached, all those things. So that'll come out more whenever the regular season hits. Right now, that wasn't our focus.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we've got a
Let's try that again. We have AD here. If you have a question for them, please raise your hand. I'll call on you. Gabrielle Lewis, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Hi, AD. Great game today, but coach the other day talked about how you're still recovering from the injury. So I guess 2-parter here. First, how are you feeling? And second, how did tonight feel on the court?
I feel great. I feel like I put in a lot of time into my craft this off season, just taking my time, staying patient, making sure I have exactly what I need to stay, healthy. And secondly, I felt good. I felt great tonight. Just to, get my legs back up under me and continue to play with pace. But for the most part, I feel good.
Joshua Welch, go ahead.
It was so great seeing you back on the court, AD, and just you knocking down those first 2 3-pointers when you got in. How did that feel? And are you feeling close to 100% again, or?
Yeah, I think it's a process. Just realizing, I spent the second half of last season out, and then I just had surgery back in September. So
Yeah.
just knowing that it's a process, but I have people in my corner that know this is a process, and just staying patient.
Gabrielle Lewis, let's go back to you.
Just want to ask about the rookies, Leah leading in rebounds, Haley in assists, LA having a great game. What do they bring to the court, and can you assess their performance tonight?
Yeah, they bring a lot of great things to the court. LA, she's like a stretch 4, stretch 5. She could run, she could rebound, she could score, she can shoot, she can play defense. So she's kind of like a big guard who knows how to, play like a post. And Haley, her ability to be able to see the floor, knock down shots, Leah did a great job tonight. I think she came in and did some great things for us. She came in and played tough. She got some steals for us. She had a few good shots that didn't fall, but overall, those 3, they came in and did a great job for us.
All right, thanks, AD.
Thank you.
All right, and we've got Lorela here. If you have a question for her, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll call on you. And Gabrielle Lewis, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Hello, Lorela. I think you shot 100% tonight. Can you talk about that, how that felt, and being out there?
It felt pretty good. This is our real first game with the girls and with everybody. And it just felt good, just trying to learn also the teammates. Of course, it's a new team for me, so I'm just trying to learn everybody. And I was putting rhythm, and when I could take a shot, I took a shot, and this time all of them went in. So
Next question, Joshua Welch, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to go back to where you were signed to a training camp contract, like playing in the city where you went to school with Georgia Tech. How has it been like to play with the Dream, and what's that experience been like?
It's been amazing so far. Like I learned a lot. Like the team helps me a lot. Other people on the team and also like the coaching staff are really welcoming. And it's just nice to be at home. This is my second home basically, and I'm just happy to be here and for the opportunity.
Gabrielle Lewis, back to you.
I just want to ask a little bit about the beginning of the last quarter. Almost a comeback there. It was, I think, 14-2 outscoring at one point. We don't have the broadcast here, so can you talk a little bit, walk us through the end of that or the beginning of that last quarter and the hopeful comeback?
I mean, we just talked with the team, and we knew that we had to keep up our pace, and especially in defense to be more aggressive. I think we showed that we could be more aggressive in the second half overall. And I don't know, I just feel like that was a big game changer for us. And I feel like for us, it's really important to keep being really aggressive, stay on passing lanes, and just overall just play good defense. So we have to cover each other up and just play defense.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, everybody.